All right, PLC YouTube. It's season 10 content time. We're here. It's season 10 time. Today's the 28th. Where's my mouse? There it is. Today's the 28th, so we have a little less than a month to go until we draft. And what we're going to do this year is we have two pools. So 10 people in pool A, 10 people in pool B, 120 mons to be drafted. And it's going to be the same 120 across both pools. Basically duplicated. It's kind of cool. So first time we're ever going to have like duplicate Pokemon, which I'm actually excited for because like let's say, Aris and I both have, I think we are in separate pools, so it's possible. Let's say we both have Inteleon. He has an Inteleon team, I have an Inteleon team, and it'll be interesting to see what he does with his team and what I do with mine. If he picks up, he drops Greninja and picks up Delphox to go along with his Inteleon, do I do the same thing? Or do I say, that's weird, and I instead drop my Greninja to go for Hisui and Zoroark? I don't know. It could be interesting, that's all I'm saying. So it's going to be fun to see how things and teams play out this year. But yeah, I'm excited for it. So yeah, there's 120 Pokemon here. This is what Zach cooked up for us. There are 20 Asterisk Mons, and you can have 2 Asterisk Mons on your team. So, the question is always, do you take your Asterisk Mons up front because they are more powerful, or because they are more powerful, do you just get whatever falls to you on the back end, which is a reasonable strategy as well. I can't remember exactly who has employed that strategy in the past, but I know people have. So it's not a bad option, though, because it's like, why would I go pick Metagross first if Maushold is just going to fall to me in the 10th round when no one else can pick an Asterisk Mon anyways? So Maushold is still solid. Maybe not Metagross level, but it's got its own, niche and allows you to do some things on your team. That's, let's say you go, Hisui and Samurott up front. That's a good Pokemon. And then you end up getting Maushold on the back end. It's a really... you come out okay, employing that strategy. So I don't know. It's just going to be fun to see, especially with the duplicates. It's going to be really cool. I'm excited for it. And again, a little less than a month, but let's look at the list. So first we'll just knock out the Asterisk Mon. So Sneasler, Kingambit, Amoonguss, Gyarados, Primarina. I can see all of those being Asterisks. Sneasler I feel like is probably going to get picked up pretty quick. Out of these, Amoonguss as well. I mean, these three specifically. Primarina is going to be good. Gyarados is an Intimidate Mon. It's also got, is it Moxie? It's his other ability. So, I mean, that's a good Mon. It's Intimidate. I don't know if we have any other Intimidators in here, but that'll be an option. And Primarina, again, you can do a lot of good things with that. I think that was like an MVP season 3 or 4, something like that. So, our meta doesn't change that drastically over the course of all these years. So, Primarina could... very well be a really good pick. Alright, so those, solid, I like them. Maushold, Hisui, and Arcanine, that's fun. I've actually never used one in Sword and Shield, so that'll be fun to, I think that's an Intimidate Mon too, but it also has Rockhead if I'm not mistaken, so that's cool. P2, makes sense, Grimmsnarl makes sense, Volcarona, I think that's pretty fair. You can do a lot with Volcarona. You can go like, straight offensive with Special Attack, Quiver Dance, things like that, or you can follow me with Flame Body. That's fun, so I like that too. Alright, Ninetales, Politoed, T-Tar, that's your weather, so that'll be awesome. Politoed, T-Tar, probably the better of the three, but those are cool, I respect it. Garchomp and Hydreigon, those like pseudo-legends, I think they're both pseudo-legends, so those are both pretty good. Garchomp can be fast, hit hard, Hydreigon, same thing. I think it also has Tailwind, which will be fun. Metagross, Baxcalibur, those are also pseudos, so I guess that's all pseudo legendary. So Metagross, solid. Baxcalibur, solid. Dondozo, and then the 2 Indeedys. I think that makes sense. Dondozo, I would think that Tatsugiri is probably in here somewhere for Dondozo to have an asterisk. Yeah, there it is. So yeah, do you want to go Dondozo up front and get to I think that's actually interesting. Dondozo having the asterisk, Tatsugiri not. That's kind of cool. I like that. So you could do solo Dozo. I know people do that. I don't know Dondozo's stats off the top of my head, but I know people do run solo Dozo in VGC at least. So I don't think it's like the most, impactful strategy, I guess. You don't see it, you don't have to plan for that necessarily, but yeah, Dondozo having the asterisk, Tatsugiri not. That's cool. I like that. And sorry, I'm like swallowing mucus. It's terrible. All right, Charizard, Blastoise, Blaziken, Torterra, Infernape. These are all your starters. There's a Thwackey too. Actually, there's all your starters. Holy crap, there's a lot. So starters are always fun. So we've got a lot of them. And then you got some Hisuians. That's cool. Nothing stands out to me as, you know, I don't see, what's it called? Thwackey's final Evo. I can't think of its name right now. Rillaboom. Chestnut sucks, so. Oh man, Chestnut. That's cool though. So you have a lot of your starters. I think you'll probably see some on the waiver wire too. So maybe that's where. I would think that Rillaboom probably has an asterisk now. I mean, there's going to be asterisk mons on the waiver wire, so maybe that's where that is. But yeah, Greninja being there is fun. I don't see the bunny that also has Greninja's ability, so maybe that's waiver wire stuff. Skeledirge is actually pretty cool. So maybe we have a chance at that if Dan doesn't grab it, so. Alright, Pincurchin, Alolan Raichu. That's a nice little... That's actually pretty solid. Because Pincurchin can set up your electric terrain, if I'm not mistaken, so that's pretty fun. No asterisks there. So that actually might be worth looking into, because who's to say, like, Indeedee Male has terrain, yes. Pincurchin has terrain too, so like that's a sleeper pick right there. Maybe not anymore since I'm pointing it out, but Alolan Raichu, pretty cool. Alolan Persian, Hisuian Zoroark, Hariyama coming back. Hariyama's fun. I want to say I used Hariyama in Season 4, maybe? I think Season 4 was like the Uber season. I think I had it for a little while. Kommo-o, Mienshao. Kommo-o sucks. Don't pick that. Mienshao is pretty solid. It's got wide guard. It's got close combat. Not close combat. It's got the little super flying kick or whatever. You lose 50 HP if you miss. Glimmora could be fun. Actually really could be solid. Flamigo, if you pair that with your Dondozo, could be fun. Tatsugiri, again, pair that with your Dondozo, could be fun. Toedscruel, Wolf made it work somehow. I don't know. He actually made it work with a Weezing, so maybe that's something to keep in mind. Look that team up. Slacking, that's Weezing bait too, so there you go. Primeape, sure. Clefable's not Clefairy, so Clefable's going to be solid, but it's not Clefairy, so. Volby, Illumise, those are your Trick Room, I'm sorry, your Prankster Tailwinds, a complete opposite of Trick Room, but Vikavolt, Gliscor, Mandibuzz. Gliscor could be fun. I've heard that Gliscor's pretty solid. It's kind of popping up in Reg H, if I'm not mistaken. Actually, is it? I think it's a Sneasler counter. I think that's why people are using it. But yeah, Gliscor could be... Is Gliscor in the game? It is. With the latest DLC, I think it is. That's pretty cool. Gliscor, I always have a soft spot in my heart for Gliscor because it was like my first competitive Pokemon ever. Like, you have the Toxic Orb, you're healing. Instead of getting poisoned, just freaking fire. Just pretty cool. Mandibuzz is solid. Jay's probably going to pick that and hoard it all season because that's what he does. Mudsdale. Mudsdale is a champion. There's a little plaque up there with the Mudsdale trading card in there because it's a champion from Season 5, so that's cool. Bronzong, World Champ from VGC 2016 on Wolf's team. Bronzong is really cool. It's a nice Trick Room setter. Dusclops, a really good Trick Room setter. It's cool. Electabuzz and Magmar, those are your Eviolite Follow Me users. You can use Follow Me now without cheating, so that's cool. Scovillain, don't pick that round 1. That's a pro tip. Shiftry, I tried to use Shiftry last year with Tailwind. I don't think it necessarily worked, but I probably didn't explore it as much as I could have. Leaveney, I think Samu hated when I said something about Leaveney, like in my video last year, so I always, yeah, whatever. Vileplume I haven't seen in a really long time. I think it's got chlorophyll though, so that's cool. Golduck, I haven't seen that in a really long time either. Barraskewda, Champion Plaque, freaking fire. Poliwrath, that's another Swift Swim user. Abomasnow, that's a setter if I'm not mistaken, so keep an eye on that. It's a Titan, can take advantage of that ice. Lycanroc, it's Glass Cannon, but could be fun. I think it's got Endeavor, so that's cool. Focus Sash Endeavor could be awesome. Sandslash, both Sandslashes. That's an ice type, isn't it? So yeah, keep an eye on those. Those could be fun for weather. Oricorio, you could dance away, I guess. Tauros Paldea, I think I was talking to SB about this. I think that's the fighting type Tauros. I think any type of like Tauros Blaze will be, you know, Tauros Blaze or Aqua or whatever. Dashbun is a cool mon. Looks like a wiener dog. So I always like Dashbun for that reason. Not because I like wiener, but I like wiener dogs. Arboliva. Arboliva is actually pretty good. I think I played it. I think Speakman had it, and I played him with it. I think. I'll have to go back and look, but I think so. And I think it's pretty solid because it, you know, gets touched and it sets the grassy terrain too, so that's cool. Bramblegast. That's another Wind Rider, if I'm not mistaken, so that's cool. Tinkaton is pretty solid. I think you get Fake Out. I think you get Gigaton Hammer. Probably Play Rough too, but yeah, good stuff there. Revavroom. Haven't really used this personally too much. I think it's fast. I think it would make sense that it's fast. It's got Vroom in its name. Alolan Exeggutor, going back a couple generations. I think it sets Trick Room. I think I fought Jay and he had one. I want to say we opened up season like I was gonna say 6. I don't think that's true though. Maybe like 3 or 4. And I think he had one. I'm actually genuinely curious now. I want to go find out if like Speakman had that and Jay had that. But yeah, Trick Room setter, good stuff. Very long neck, cool. OG Slowbro, Galarian Slowking. Not Jay, but Zach. He's gonna take those. Espathra. Espathra's fun. You can do some pretty cool stuff with Espathra. I think you get a move that drops their defense. It's kind of like a Galarian Zapdos. I think it drops their defense, but you can also get some boosts. This could be used with the Dondozo too, because you can get some boosts and then you can use stored power, if I'm not mistaken. Colossal was a lot better in Dynamax, but it's here now. Luxray, you can bite with it, and you can flinch, and all that good stuff. Staraptor, Intimidator, Weirdeer, I think that is a Trick Room setter. It looks funny. Gallade, Sharpness. Sharpness is cool. Salazzle, Fake Out, Fire type. You can, with Corrosion or Corrosive, I think you can poison Steel types or hit Steel types, so that's fun. But you can just Flamethrower them. So Weavile, that's a very fast Fake Out user. It's also got its Priority Ice. It's pretty cool. Glass Cannon. Breloom. Not really going to say much about Breloom. I'm trying to stay out of politics. Pachirisu, 2015 World Champion, I think. Follow Me, really cool. Really awesome Pokemon. Bastiodon, very high defense, very low special defense. Or vice versa. I can't remember, but I think it's what I just said. Suian Braviary, I think you can Tailwind with it. You fly with it in Legends Arceus, so it's fun. Looks kind of cool. Alolan Muck, another Zach staple. You can't minimize with it, but you can do some other stuff. So yeah, Flygon. I think that just moves fast. It's hard. Another good Focus Sash Mon. Hydrapple, don't really have too much experience with that. Probably should, but don't. Granbull, Intimidator. Yep, good stuff. Toxtricity. I think Toxtricity is not bad. Didn't we have a Toxtricity versus Pikachu conversation a couple years ago? I can't remember which side of the fence I was on. I think I said Pikachu was better, and I may have been wrong. Rhyperior, weirdly, gets the ability where it can suck in electric type moves. Lightning Rod, strangely. Or I think it gets Rockhead too, but it's a very slow Pokemon that hits pretty hard. It can also be used for that Lightning Rod ability. So that's cool. Hatterene, great Trick Room setter. Snorlax, great Trick Room abuser. Donphan, one of the OG Gen 2 Pokemon, so good stuff. I'd love to see that in a battle. Yanmega, I think Wolf just made this Pokemon work as well. I don't know how he does it. Noivern, Trick Room setter. It can also move. I want to say I just used this in Season 1, I think. I had this in Season 1, just looking back at my Season 1 battles from just a couple months ago. I was doing that, and I think I had a Noivern. Alcremie, I defeated Alcremie in the Season 5 finals. Sorry, SB. Didn't it confuse itself? That's unfortunate. But yeah, Alcremie, Trick Room setter, I think, something. Armarouge, Ceruledge, those are really cool looking mons. They're actually, they look cool, and they are pretty solid. So Armarouge, you can set that up with your Indeedee. You can set that up. I have a VGC team where I'm using that next to a Primarina, which is kind of fun. Ceruledge, I think Bitter Blade, I think that recovers HP as well. Belly Bolts, I used it in the off season last year, I think. Can't really remember if it did anything special. Kilowattrel. I'm going to turn my camera off real fast because the baby's coming. Kilowatt Roll, you can set up your Tailwind. Alright, Vivillon, that's a bug type. Come here, sweetheart. You got some water? Come here. Come here, you stinker. Thank you. Thank you, bud. I appreciate it. Thank you. Thumbs up. Bye. 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 Alright, you can go back. I'll be up there in a little bit. She's so sweet. She says bye, but she says die. It's kind of, it's cute, but it's morbid. Vivillon, again, that's a bug type. A flying bug. Does it get Follow Me? Does it get Tailwind? Can't remember. Dugong, I think Dugong gets Fake Out, strangely enough. But yeah, it could be fun. Berserker, I think that's a slow, what is that? You can go give that to your sister. That's theirs. Go give it to your sister. That's for their camera. Berserker, I think I used that at some point. I think it's slow, but I think its attack is kind of high. I don't remember. Minior, you can do shields down. That's a Gen 7 one. That's fun. I don't know if we've ever really seen it in the PLC. I can't remember. A lot of these mons I'm looking like, are these even in the game? Like Donphan, Minior. Yeah, there's some Pokemon that I'm just like, I guess they're here. Colossal. Well, Colossal is. But again, like, I don't really see it too much. Hisuian Electrode, Aris used that to great effect last year. OG Electrode is very fast. I don't think anyone's used that to great effect at all. Gengar could be fun. Haven't seen a Gengar in a while, so that could be a good time. Bruxish, I hate that Pokemon. Scizor, Scizor's chill. Scizor could be fun. And Kleavor. So I know Simon had Kleavor last year, and I don't really remember if he did too much with it, but I remember he did have that. So those are the Pokemon that are up for draft. It's going to be exciting. So if I had to point anything out, I think I called a couple things out. Lamora could be fun. Let's just choose 5 that could be like sleeper picks. All right, Pincurchin, sleeper pick. Lamora, sleeper pick. I'd say those 2. Let's go one fast, one slow. So I'm going to go ahead and say Volby or Illumise, sleeper pick. That's 3. Then I'm going to say Bronzong or Dusclops, sleeper pick. That's 4. And let's choose one more sleeper pick. And I'm going to go one more sleeper pick from here over. One more sleeper pick. I'm going to go... Oh man, I think I can turn my camera back on. One more sleeper pick. I think I'm gonna go with Bruxish, to be honest, because Bruxish, like, shutting down priority is not nothing. You know what I mean? And you can also break screens, I think. I'm pretty sure. I know you could in the past. I think you probably still have the ability, or the ability to with the move. But yeah, I'm gonna go Bruxish as my 5th sleeper pick. So just keep an eye out for those couple Pokemon. So Bruxish, Volby or Illumise, and then you have Trick Room setters in Bronzong or Dusclops. And then I think I said Pincurchin and Glimmora. Did I say? I can't even remember now. But yeah, those are just some mons that could be fun. Overall, this is gonna be awesome. Thwackey too. Thwackey, and I guess Arboliva, just because you can set terrain with those. And that's why I said Pincurchin. But yeah, it's gonna be a great season. So season 10. You know, we're about we're about 4 weeks away. We're about a month away. And I think we're all excited. I think it's going to be a great season. I think it's going to be so much fun. We have a lot of merch coming. A lot of people got their orders in, so that's cool. Thank you, Ian, for hooking us up with a dope logo. The logo is fire. But yeah, this is going to be fun. So this is a good list, Zach. You did a great job, as always. I'm excited to see what's on the wire, what asterisk mons are there, what non-asterisk mons are there. And then even what we do for mid-season. Now, I know I'm months away from that at this point, but I'm excited to see what we have. So all in all, it's gonna be a good season. I'm excited to see where we end up. I'm gonna win it, so it's gonna be my 2nd championship, so that's gonna be fun as well. And if you've made it here, 19 minutes in, I appreciate it. I don't think anyone's going to have made it this far, but if you did, I appreciate you. Drop a comment that says hi, and I will hook you up with something special. For real, I'm serious. If you drop a comment on this video that says hi, I got you. But yeah, that's all for now. So, good list, Zach. I like it. I'll see you guys in Discord. But yeah, I can't wait to draft. So, see you guys then. Peace!